Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this is the another video on data structure algorithm series, and the topic that we are discussing right now is linked list, right? So in last video, as you know, we have discussed about a method called add first, right? Before that we discussed about a method called add last. So now we know how to add a node at the beginning and end of the linked list, right? And for both, the time complexity is O of 1. If you want to understand more about that, you can watch those videos. In this video, we'll be talking about one more method of linked list, that is contains. So generally, most of the data structures actually have this particular method. So what contains this? The contains method checks in a linked list whether the particular element that you're searching for exists or not, right? So when we talk about something existence, right? So we take a Boolean value, right? Boolean has only two possibilities, true or false, right? So true means it exists, false means it doesn't exist. So with the same concept, right, we'll be implementing this contains method. So let me implement that for you. Let's get into the content. Yeah, so public Boolean, because we want to return whether the list that you have, right, contains this particular value or not, right? So you want to return either true or false based on that. So public Boolean contains int value. Now how you can iterate to your list, right? I'm taking one node, temporary node, local variable, current, and assigning the head to the current node. Basically current is just a temporary node which is pointing to same as head. Initially it will be pointing to first node, right? Then it will point to your next node, and similarly keep on pointing. The current will become null. How it will become null, that let me show you. So we want to iterate through the list while current is not equal to null, right? The moment current becomes null, we know that this is the end of the linked list. We should come out of it, and the value that you're looking for does not exist in the list, right? So what we want to check, until while your current node is not equal to null, we want to check if your current dot value is equal to the value that we are looking for. If that is the case, we want to return there itself true, and there itself execution will end, right? Now this, suppose your method is executing, right? Now for first node, it is checking, okay, your list is not empty, okay, you have a node in your particular linked list. You have checked, okay, your current node is also not equal to null. That means you should go inside, check if this value is equal to the value that we are looking for or not, right? If it is equal, return 2, else go and check for the next node. How do we tell this while loop that go check for the next node? We are setting the current node to current dot next. That means with every iteration, the next node, this current node that we have taken, right, this keeps on pointing to the next node. That means it keeps on iterating, with first iteration it checks for the first value. Then if it is not able to find it, your current, that node that you have taken in your contains method, right, now it will start pointing to the next node. Now then you will be checking for that value, that node value basically. If that is equal to this particular value that we are looking for, it will return 2. Similar way, it will check if still you have nodes in your linked list, it will go ahead and jump to the next node, right? And it will keep on doing it until it reaches the end of the linked list, right? Suppose until the end of the linked list, it was not able to find this particular value, right? So in the end it should return false. That's it. We haven't checked one thing, that is checking whether our list is empty or not. So if our list is empty, right, so in that case what we want to throw new illegal state exception telling us that list is empty. Now it looks better. So how this method is working, let me demo it for you, then we'll come back to the flow once again so that you understand it properly. So s out list dot contains, let's check for 20 because yeah, still 20 exists in the list, so we should be able to get true. Okay, we are getting true. That means our implementation is working properly. Now let's take some random value 1 2 3 4. Now this value does not exist in our linked list, right? Now when we are trying to look for it, we are supposed to get false, and we are getting false, right? So everything is working fine. Now let me comment this list. Now that I have commented, right, it means that you have 0 elements in your linked list, right? The list object is there, but inside list there are no contents, there are no elements, right? Now we are supposed to get this exception telling us that list is empty. Now let's try checking that. You see, now that there are no elements in the list, it is giving us illegal state exception telling us that list is empty, right? Now let me just revise you the flow of the contains method. So the moment we are checking for a value in contains method, right, first it is checking if your list is empty or not. If it is empty, throw illegal state exception and with the message list is empty. Then what we are doing, we are taking a temporary node, we are calling it current, and we are assigning the head node to it. Then what we are doing, we are iterating up to that point when current is not equal to, that means until your pointer of the current node reaches the end of the list, right? The moment it reaches end of the list, that means current will become null and you will come out of the loop. That means you are not able to find the element, and if for any node you are able to find the value that you are looking for, right, you will return 2 and there itself the execution will end. Otherwise it will keep on jumping to the next node. It will keep on checking if the value is equal to the value that we are passing or not. Correct. So this is a very simple implementation. We have checked if our list is empty or not. We have checked for each and every node if the value is equal to the value that we are looking for or not, and we have also written some indicator that is false when the value doesn't exist in the list. So yeah, that was a simple implementation of the contains method. Try to practice it once. In next video I'll be talking about some more interesting methods. Meanwhile, let's practice it, and may the source be with you. Enjoy. See you in the next video.